Welcome back to 5D Mystery School. Let's get into it. So I have two icebreakers for you today. So the first relates to our topic of ancient enigmas and disc, and how some of those discs may have been used as a calendar function. And this article says Stonehenge may have been a giant calendar, and now we know how it works. You know, I wonder how deep in the ground Stonehenge actually goes. You know, just like Easter Island and how it goes deep into the ground. I often wonder the same thing about Stonehenge. Will they unearth more to that structure? But keep this in mind over the weekend as brain food, and you'll know why next week. So the other icebreaker is, what? Mutants. Like mutants? It's almost like we've been conditioned for it our entire life. So when it happens, it's not really that much of a surprise for us, because the idea has already been implanted in our psyche. Might have to touch back on this soon. Alright, so let's get into a real quick topic. So in the lecture Deciphering Reality, we went over the difference between fusion and fission as far as nuclear is concerned. But for a quick recap, pause to read. Nuclear fission involves splitting the atoms to release the binding energy of the atomic nuclei. Nuclear fusion is the process of combining the atomic nuclei rather than splitting them, as with nuclear fission, to produce energy. And you can read the rest. Now remember, we also went over subatomic particles. If you don't remember, you can go back to the Deciphering Reality lectures. So think about this. The sun is a main sequence star and thus generates its energy by nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei into helium. In its core, the sun fuses 500 million metric tons of hydrogen each second. So the sun is a giant nuclear fusion reactor. And we've already reviewed China's artificial sun, which is a nuclear fusion reactor. So when you hear nuclear fusion reactor, don't think about this. Don't try splitting atoms, people. So on the International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale, pause to take a gander. Okay, so in nuclear power plants, you can see nuclear power comes from nuclear fission. So there have only been two major incidents that were number 7 on this scale: Chernobyl and Fukushima. You can see with this European fusion reactor, they're up in the ante. It's going to be the world's largest, and it's fueled by billionaire dollars. Kind of looks similar to CERN from this photo. Between this, the Chinese artificial sun, and CERN, we're literally playing with weapons of mass destruction. At least nobody's starting nuclear war, right? You know, but I'm pondering, how do we know our sun isn't technology left over by ancient civilizations? I mean, especially if we can replicate the technology today, and there's other things from our past that we can't replicate. So we've been capturing this with our cameras, our phones, and camcorders. And it's this photo, just like the photo we see of Earth. BS. Is this an actual photo? You can go outside and look up and you really don't see that. So if we witness that we have a couple of these, and they're telling us now, oh, by the way guys, you have 2 moons as well, and it's going to be around your entire life. But most people wouldn't know this, because most people don't read. I mean, so what do we really truly know about our skies? Because in the Deciphering Reality lectures, I've showed you the lies. So I'm going to play you 2 videos. The first one was sent to me in my DM on Instagram by somebody in 5D Mystery School. The second one I found here on TikTok, and the user is @fred.mills. In the first video, you'll realize that there's something wrong with the sun. In the second video, he's explaining what's going on with the European fusion reactor. Roll the footage.
Guys, I am currently inside where they are building the largest nuclear fusion reactor in the world. I've been through an insane amount of security to get where I'm currently standing. It's just like something out of a movie, it's incredible. So back there is where scientists and engineers are building a machine that's going to replicate the processes that happen inside the sun. They're basically building a tiny star here on Earth and then using that star to power the world. This is easily one of the world's coolest construction projects. Has the potential to change how we generate energy and power on this planet. 35 nations all coming together, $22 billion. Nuclear fusion's a bit different to nuclear fission. So fission is splitting atoms apart, fusion is joining them together. Nuclear fusion has the potential to generate 4 times as much energy as you get from nuclear fission, and 4 million times as much energy as we get from burning fossil fuels. So just incredible potential of this. It literally could change the world. It's insane. That space back there where they're currently building this reactor is going to be, when it goes live, will be both the hottest and the coldest part of our entire solar system. So the processes they're creating inside that machine will be the hottest place in our solar system, and the machines and infrastructure they're using to cool it will end up being the coolest part of our solar system. There are so many stats and things around this, it's difficult to get your head around. We're filming here all day today, putting together an awesome video that's going to be coming out on B1M soon. I'm like a kid at Christmas. I know I use that expression a lot, but this is seriously one of those kid at Christmas moments. This is insane. The scale, the impact, the engineering, the potential. Construction and engineering at its best. Just incredible.
5D Mystery School.